Am I the asshole for giving away my roommate's cat? I, 24 female, live with my roommate, 25 female. We are both 50-50 on the lease, and cats are allowed on the property according to the landlord. She has always wanted a cat. I have severe allergies and told her from the start that I couldn't live with one before we signed the lease. She kept insisting it would be fine, that I could deal with it, and that it was her right to have a pet. I even offered compromises like small pets that wouldn't trigger my allergies, but she ignored me. Last week, she brought home a kitten. No warning, no discussion, just put it in the apartment. My eyes swelled up. I was sneezing constantly, and breathing became difficult. I asked her to take the cat back or find another solution, but she refused. She said I was just being dramatic. After a few nights of waking up covered in hives and barely being able to breathe and barely being able to sleep, I couldn't handle it anymore. At this point, I had told her multiple times that she needs to take the cat back. While she was at work, I took the cat to a local no-kill shelter. I left a note explaining that because of my allergies and health, the cat could no longer stay in our apartment. When she got home, she completely lost it. She yelled at me, called me heartless, and accused me of betraying her trust. I explained that I wasn't trying to hurt her. I just couldn't live in a home that made me physically sick. She is still furious and says she will never forgive me. I'm currently looking to move out when the lease ends. Am I the asshole?
Wow. I don't feel like you should give away another person's pets. It's not very nice of her roommate to disregard her allergies like that. Like, that shouldn't have happened. Wait until this lease is up and move out somewhere else where someone who you can have a cat with, because you shouldn't be putting a person in that situation where they're going to be like in hives and can't sleep and all that sort of stuff. But I don't think you should get rid of their cat. If you really feel like you can't stand to live with the cat, I mean, I feel like I would have maybe tried to find somewhere else to live and then said, okay, you figure out how to cover my part of the rent. Find a sublease. Like, that's not on me anymore because you made it so I can't live here. So I'm going to remove myself, and now you figure it out.
Again, another extreme counterattack. Yeah, so I think this situation really isn't about a cat. It's about consent and consideration. So, like, if someone has a severe allergy, to them it's not a preference or an inconvenience or any kind of emotional objection. It's their physical reality. And when one person's choices compromise another person's ability to breathe, the conversation isn't about fairness anymore. It's about survival. So I definitely think that the biggest thing is OP should have tried to make it as a little more clear, even though she did tell her roommate before they moved in, I can't have a cat. And by the way, I know something about this because I used to have a cat. An ex-girlfriend of mine, the little bit that might have still been there, she started like swelling up. So I've seen how people who have an allergy to cats can be pretty severe. And that's really inconsiderate to on both ends. And that's why I think it's kind of interesting, because some of the comments reflect that. There's a phrase that I'll read to you. ESH, which means everyone sucks here. She shouldn't have brought the animal home. You shouldn't have given away her cat. Another one says, well, the roommate massively, but you also, but much less so. My partner is allergic to cats. My cats landed him in the ICU for 3 days. We didn't realize how allergic he was when we moved in together. Good on you for removing the health hazard before you wound up with a massive medical bill. But the better way might have been to involve the landlord sooner. I mean, again, it's all about clear communication. If it would have just been something that was really explored in the beginning and just made clear, then hopefully the roommate would never have done that. Let's say you were living with your female roommate and she said, hey, I'm just gonna have some dates. And so she brings home a date, and now without asking, she's just like hanging out at your place with him, which is maybe okay. But then she's like, I'm just in this dating mode, so I'm just going to be bringing different guys back, once or twice a week. Me personally, I would feel uncomfortable with that.
I totally agree with you. I would not appreciate that very much if there was just always a new man in my living room. I think especially it's added, like, as a woman, if my partner was bringing home strange men, I feel like I would just be like, I don't feel fully comfortable with this. And like you said too, it's like, even you know, if it's not to like that level, like if you just can't even feel like you can go into your own living room, like that kind of sucks. You know what I mean? Like that's not really the kind of like living situation I would want to be in. I think most people wouldn't want to be in that. But yeah, no, I mean, I would not appreciate that. I think I definitely would talk about that if it was something that was becoming so consistent that my like way of living was having to revolve around that.
We're gonna go.